Hello, my name is Lauren Hand. I'm a 9th year youth volunteer in the Textiles program at Prairie. Today, we'll be going through the process of weaving and how looms have changed over time. The practice of weaving has been around for thousands of years, and the tools used to weave are constantly evolving. This practice allows for the creation of everyday textiles, such as rugs, blankets, curtains, and even cloth for clothing. While many variations of looms have existed throughout history, floor looms originated about 5,000 years ago in China. These looms have long warp threads that run horizontally, while the weft threads are passed through the warp with a shuttle. These looms are very large and can fill an entire room. Floor looms are typically used to weave larger projects such as cloth and blankets, but can also be used for smaller projects like placemats or scarves. Another popular type of loom is an inkle loom. There is evidence of these looms as early as the 15th century. Inkle looms are smaller and are typically used to weave narrower things like straps, ribbons, tapes, or belts. The first power loom was invented during the Industrial Revolution in 1785. These looms were much faster at weaving than manual looms, and they used water as a power source. Power looms required at least 2 people for operation, but the weaving process was simplified for the machine, so laborers with less expertise were still able to operate the loom. Many steps have to be completed before a loom can be woven on. First, the warp threads must be prepared and wound onto the loom. These threads run lengthwise through the loom and set the length of the project. Next, the warp threads must be threaded through the heddles of the loom. This sets the pattern. After that, warp threads are threaded again through the reed, which helps to evenly space the threads while weaving. Finally, the threads can be tied onto the front of the loom so it's ready to be woven on. To start weaving, the shuttle is wound with the weft thread. This is the thread that is woven between the warp threads. The foot treadles are pressed down in a certain order to achieve the desired pattern. Each treadle corresponds to a heddle that I mentioned earlier. As the foot pedal is pressed, the heddle raises and creates an opening for the shuttle to pass through. After this is done many times, the project has reached its desired length and can be removed from the loom. This is just one part of the process. To learn more about the other components of textile creation, check out the other videos in this series.